Hey there everybody, Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to yet another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility today. Got all sorts of new releases I want to talk to you about here. This is a new release, but not a new recording. This is from a band called Tallis, T-A-L-L-I-S, in Alia Musica Spero. Okay, there we go. This is a kind of long lost, maybe not lost, forgotten recording from the early 80s, I believe, 1981. So this is basically, so for those of you Jethro Tull fans, so Ian Anderson kind of split up that classic late 70s lineup of Jethro Tull for the most part, and we had like an influx of new folks coming in for the A album. All right, and then of course you got Broadsword and the Beast, and this is at post Stormwatch, right? So you've got David Palmer, then David Palmer, now D. Palmer, and John Evans, the two keyboard players and arrangers in Jethro Tull, of course, went to form a new band called Tallis, named after, I think, a Renaissance composer or something like that, along with David Bristow, also on keyboards, Bill Worrell on bass guitar, keyboards, and a little bit of vocals, Mickey Barker on drums and keyboards, John Glasscock on bass guitar, also from Jethro Tull, Robert Foster on acoustic guitar, Gordon Giltrap, okay, on 12-string guitar, and Barrymore Barlow on drums. So this is the album. There are some of the guys in the band. Okay. John Evan and D, then David Palmer. Look, can't miss them, right? So basically what this is, I mean, there are some vocals on here, but it's mostly instrumental. All of this is arranged and composed by D. Palmer. Very keyboard-heavy music. When I listen to this, I think of instrumental kind of Jethro Tull without, you know, all the layers of acoustic and electric guitars and flute, right? Main instruments utilized throughout this are different forms of keyboards. But I also, and you've got the synthesizers, piano, portative pipe organ. Okay, that's kind of your basic, you know, you get a little organ going on here, but it's mostly synths and piano and a little bit of organ. I get a strong sense of like mid-70s Rick Wakeman solo stuff. So, you know, the Six Wives of Henry VIII and all, you know, Journey to the Center of the Earth, that sort of thing. Big, bombastic, keyboard-heavy music, good, tight rhythms, but for the most part, it's the synths, you know, and the organ and the piano that's driving the music here. Richly layered, kind of sounds slightly unfinished to my ears. There's a lot of pleasing stuff going on here, and I think, like I said, if you're a Tull fan or if you like that kind of keyboard-dominated symphonic rock, I think you'll enjoy this. It is very enjoyable. You gotta love, you know, pure keyboard music, though. So if you're looking for, like, you know, guitar solos, and if you're thinking, you know, guys from Tull and you're missing the flute, you're not going to get that here. But like I said, there is a little bit of a kind of acoustic guitar work layered in on a couple tracks. But for the most part, this is just some really nimble, bombastic keyboard stuff. Very classical oriented. Okay, it's less rock, more classical. All right, but that whole prog rock, progressive rock thing, certainly you can call it that. So pretty enjoyable. I want to thank Anthony Farrar for sending this to me. I greatly appreciate it. This is pretty cool. If you're a Tull fan and you like that version of the band, you're definitely going to want to check this out, because I know most Tull fans who really get into, like, you know, all the goings on of the various members and ex-members probably heard about this band for many, many years and decades, actually. So here we have, finally, it's being resurrected. I want to see if there's any additional. The executive producers, David Reese and Pat Kent. David Reese, I believe, works with the Tull Appreciation Society or the fan community or something like that. Artwork and design, Aaron Ward and Dave Reese. All music composed, released by D. Palmer, 2021. Recording studios, Raydown Recorders, Redden Place, Bayswater, London, January, February 1981. Produced by the band. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I'll read you this little piece from David Reese here, which was written in December 2020. We are delighted to bring you, 40 years after its creation, the long-lost Tallis album. It has been a long journey. Dee and I first discussed the possibility of releasing the album some 20 years ago, but well worth it to get it out today. Dee was hesitant, describing it as a work in progress, and that makes sense. It kind of comes across that way. But we are sure you will agree it stands alone as a worthy body of work in its own right. This is, however, only the beginning. All funds raised through sales of this album will be put towards the ultimate goal of realizing a full studio recording of The Water's Edge, a ballet score written by Dee Palmer, Ian Anderson, and Martin Barr, which was performed only a few times in 1979. To follow the progress of the project, keep an eye on the Facebook pages A New Day, the Jethro Tull magazine, and Jethro Tull and the Jethro Tull group. If you are not already on our mailing list, email anewday@btinternet.com to be added to the database for updates. So A New Day magazine, if you've ever read it, that's David Reese's Jethro Tull fan magazine. So there you have it. Tallis in Alia Musica Spero. Cool little classically inspired progressive rock from the vaults, from the archives. Pretty cool little thing featuring a bunch of former members of Jethro Tull. Pretty notable. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. We'll see you guys tonight for In the Prog Seat, our regular Tuesday night show featuring the Quartet of Doom, talking about our favorite live albums that fall within the prog rock, prog metal, and jazz fusion umbrella. So stay tuned for that tonight and more coming up this week. I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.